Hello everybody, this is GeGe from GeGe Yoga. I'm here today with a grounding flow. So I think it's really important in these very strange, uncertain times to just take a moment to feel the earth beneath our feet and emotions flying everywhere. So let's just try and bring everything back to the midline, back to the center, back to the ground. Let's get started. So you're going to start in a cross-legged seated position, hands on the knees. Sit up nice and tall, roll the shoulders up and back down the back body. Close down the eyes and settle in. You've done a good thing already by coming to the mat. So many other things you could be doing with your time. Maybe you have family commitments, maybe there's a huge to-do list, but you are only useful if you tend to yourself first. You can only give to others if you give to yourself first. So let's tend to that. Okay, we're going to start with some box breathing, which is a really lovely way to just calm the nerves, slow everything down, slow the breath down. So imagine in your mind that you're drawing a box. So you inhale for a count of 4, you're holding your breath for a count of 4, you're exhaling for a count of 4, you're holding your breath for a count of 4. Okay, here we go. Inhale through the nose. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, exhale. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, inhale. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, exhale. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Last round. Here we go. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. And hold. Let it go. Take a deep breath in and an audible sigh out. Gorgeous. Okay, let's get some movement going. So I want you to bring your fingertips to the ground and start to walk them back behind you. So you're aiming for your pinkies to come, if not touching them, pretty close. And then lift up through the chest, slight lift in the chin. And yeah, find this really subtle lift. It doesn't need to be anything super strong. Opening up through the pecs, feeling that stretch across the front body. And as you breathe, notice that chest rise and fall. And then start to walk those fingertips forward, all the way forward. Getting a nice stretch in those glutes, maybe bringing the elbows down, depends where you're at today. And feel your back rising and falling. The air is filling your upper body. And start to sit all the way back up. Again, tracing the fingertips behind. This time, just take the opposite cross of the legs before you find that pec stretch, and then start to lift up. Expanding the rib cage. And then start to walk those fingertips forward, walking the elbows forward. And start to walk your way all the way back up. Wonderful. Bring your right fingertips down to the mat and bringing the left arm up and overhead. Sit up nice and tall. Find that length, skin stretching across your rib cage, and then up and over with that left arm. Maybe looking up to the crook of the elbow. And then keep this journey going. Keep following that hand down until it comes to the opposite knee. So left hand comes to the right knee. And then the same the other way. So the right arm's going to come all the way up and lift up and over. Then trace the hand down towards the right knee. Right, left, left knee. Lift up through the chest. And as you exhale, round everything in, let the chin drop. Beautiful stretch across the upper back here. And start to lift up. Beautiful. And then let's take that on the other side. So left fingertips are going to come down, taking your right arm up and overhead. And exhale, up and over. Keep the journey going. Bring opposite hand to opposite knee. And then take the left hand up and over. And exhale. Keep the journey going, opposite hand to opposite knee. Bring the upper body back to center. Lift through the chest, peeling the chest forward. And exhale, scoop that belly in, round the back, drop the chin. One more breath. And start to sit all the way back up. Great job. Okay, let's go forward onto all fours, tabletop position. So bringing the hands underneath the shoulder points, the knees underneath the hip points. You know the drill. And then let's take our cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, lift the chin, lift the bum. And exhale, round it all in, feeling the skin stretch across the upper back body. And again, inhale. And exhale. One more round, inhale, articulating that spine. And exhale. Come back to your neutral tabletop, tuck the toes under, and here we go, your first downwards facing dog. Peel the bum up towards the sky. Really, really press into your palms, and then pushing into your palm, push the chest away and towards the thighs. Shoulder blades move away from each other, so nice broad back here. And you can take some organic movement, maybe pedal the knees out. We're only here briefly right now. And start to tiptoe your way all the way to the top of the mat. Standing forward fold. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Start to roll your way all the way up through the spine. Stacking up vertebrae by vertebrae. Shoulders and head come up last. Lovely. Okay, let's get warm. Let's get into our sun salutations. So, couple of A first. So, inhale. Lift the arms all the way up. And exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, flat back, half lift. Lengthen through the spine. And exhale, fold down. Plant the palms, step it back to your plank pose. For this first one, you're very welcome to bring the knees down, knees, chest, chin, as you bend the elbows. Inhale, cobra, healthy bend in the elbows here, hugging into the rib cage, and exhale down. Push through your tabletop position, tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. Look to the top of your mat and step your way into your standing forward fold. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift, and exhale, fold it down. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the sky, extended mountain pose, and exhale, hands to heart. One more time, just like that. Inhale, and exhale all the way down. Inhale, flat back, half lift, and exhale, fold. Plant the palms, step it back to your plank pose. This time you have the option to take the full chaturanga to upward facing dog. Inhale into your chosen back bend. And exhale, rolling over the toes maybe to get to your downward facing dog. Look to the top of the mat and make your way into your standing forward fold. Inhale, flat back, half lift. And exhale, fold down, nice gentle bend in the knees. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the sky, extended mountain pose. And exhale, hands to heart. Lovely job. Okay, let's take one round of sun salutation B, just to make sure that everything is lovely and warm. So here we go. Inhale, sit the hips back, chair pose, Utkatasana. Sitting nice and low here, see if you can wiggle your toes. And exhale, straighten the legs and fold it down. Inhale, flat back, half lift, and exhale, fold. Step it back to your plank pose and your choice of chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale to lift the chest and exhale back to your down dog. Pick up the right foot and take it all the way through between the hands. Turn the sole of the back foot down. Coming into warrior one. Rise up strong. Inhale, lift the arms. Make sure the hips are facing towards the front of the mat. And exhale, hands down to the ground and take a vinyasa. Inhale, catch a breath, catch a flow. And exhale, back down dog. Taking the left foot forward between the hands, plant the sole of the back foot down, 45-degree angle, turn those hips back to face the front of the mat. Inhale, bend into that front knee, warrior one. And exhale, hands come back down, take a vinyasa. Inhale to lift the chest, and exhale back to down dog. Look to the top of the mat, make your way into your standing forward fold, however you want to get there. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift, and exhale, fold it down. Start to sink the hips back, Utkatasana chair pose. And exhale, come all the way to stand, mountain pose. Beautiful job. So you should be feeling a little bit warmer. Take a moment to catch your breath, fiddle with your clothes. And we're going to go into a bit of balancing. So I'll come to face you. We're going to come into standing one-leg Tadasana first. So I want you to stand onto your right leg, start to shift the weight over, really feel those toes into the ground, and start to lift the left leg. Okay, so you're going to start to lift the knee to the chest. Now, this might feel a little bit wobbly, so you're going to need to find a focal point in front of you. You're going to need to activate that supporting leg. Make sure it's really tense, nice, hard bum cheek. And then from here, hands to heart. And if you have any wobbles, it's okay. If you need to put your foot down and back up, it's okay too. Be forgiving of yourself. And take a couple of breaths here. Really pulling that knee into the chest. And we're going to transition to your tree pose. So a couple of options here. You can either have the foot resting against the shin down here, or you can help yourself with your hand. You can have it pressing into the inner thigh. Make sure that you're pressing foot into thigh, thigh into foot, finding that resistance. One thing that's really important is that we don't want the foot on the knee because you're putting so much pressure on that joint. So you pick your version of tree pose, low or high. And then hands to heart and stand lovely and tall, open up through that hip. Feeling the grounding of that supporting foot into the ground. Last breath in. And let it go, let that foot come down with control. Gorgeous. Okay, let's take that on the other side. So lean into your left leg this time and start to lift your right knee all the way up. So again, even just from the very beginning, find your non-moving focal point. You can laser focus into it. Once your knee is up, once you feel secure, bring your hands to heart and start to lengthen that breath. Finding peace in the intensity. Oh, one more breath in and out. Okay, find your tree pose. Again, finding that resistance of leg into foot, foot into leg, to activate everything to help you balance better. You might find that one side feels a little bit different to the other. I balance better on this side for sure. Okay, last breath in. And start to let go, bringing that foot down with control. Just shaking the legs out. Lovely. Come back to the top of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. And exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, flat back calf lift. And exhale, fold. Plant the palms, step it back to your plank pose. And then take the hips all the way up to down facing dog. And again, just taking a moment here to press the heels towards the mat. They may not get there, and that's okay. You can have a bend in the knees as well. And let's rock and roll. So really anchor into the left sole of the foot as the right leg comes all the way up to the sky. Dial the right toes downwards. Make sure that hip is nice and closed. And exhale, start to bring that knee through to the chest as you roll forward over those palms and press the right foot down between the hands. Lower down the back knee, reach your arms all the way up, low lunge. Inhale and exhale, sink it down. And again, inhale. And exhale, bring the hands down. Start to peel the right arm all the way up to the sky, coming into a low lunge of a twist. Look up to that top hand. And then bringing that hand back down, start to shift the hips back. You can walk the fingertips back with you, coming into a half split, flexing the toes towards the face. Inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, just folding in. Inhale, lift the chest back up, start to hinge forward, all the way forward again. And then bringing the right hand to join the left and walking the right foot out a little bit further towards the right. We're coming into a lizard lunge here, not too long. Inhale, scoop the chest forward, lift. And as you exhale, you can either stay on the palms or you can come down to your elbows or walking the hands further forward. Inhale. And exhale. One more, inhale. And exhale. Come back up onto the palms. Put the right hand on top of the right arch here. And then I want you to start to turn your body towards your bent front knee, turning your feet at the same time. So we're coming into, I guess, a bit more of an IT band stretch. So you're going to really feel this here. Really good for people who suffer with sciatica and similar issues. And you can really press into this left palm to bring the left hip down. Turn the body back towards the front of the mat or walk that foot back to center. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, power up through the legs. We're coming to high crescent lunge. There you go. And you may feel some slight wobbles. That's all right. And find your center. Back heel is lifted. Hips are facing the front of the mat. Inhale. And exhale, sink in. We're going to step to the front of the mat into a chair pose. So bend into this back knee. Give yourself the power to step up with control. Inhale here. And exhale, hands to heart. So really sinking the hips down. You're going to come into a twisted prayer pose in your chair. So start to take a left upper arm to the top of the right thigh. And then press the hands one into the other and look up over your shoulder towards the sky. Be careful that one knee really isn't popping out too much over the other. Just check yourself. And exhale. Keeping your upper body as it is in this twisted prayer, I want you to start to slide the left toes back with control. So just give it a go. Reaching the toes back, you can slide them along the mat. I know that front thigh is feeling it. Inhale. And start to bring the hands down, unwind, step it back to plank and take a vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath. Okay, let's take that on the other side. So anchor into the right foot, lift the left foot all the way up to the sky, dial the toes down and make sure that the hips aren't opening up. And as you exhale, bring that knee to your chest at the same time. Start to roll forward over your wrists and then press the left toes down between the hands, bringing the back knee down. Inhale, reach your arms up, low lunge. And exhale, sink down. Inhale, reach. And exhale, hands come down. Right palm presses into the mat. Reach the left arm all the way up to the sky. Look up to your top hand. Inhale here. And exhale, hand comes down to frame the front foot. Start to shift the hips backwards. Walk the fingertips back with you. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, fold in, making sure those left toes are really, really flexing hard towards the face. Getting that lovely hamstring stretch. Lift the chest back up and start to walk the hands forward, hinge forward. Bring that left hand to join the right one and walk the left foot a little bit further over towards the left, coming into that lizard on the other side. Inhale, scoot the chest, lift the chin. And exhale, find your version of a fold into lizard. Whatever that may be for you, however you need to walk that foot forwards or backwards. Last breath in. Last breath out. Start to come up onto your hands if you're not already there. Bringing left hand to the top of the left arch and start to turn your entire body towards your bent front knee, turning your feet with you. So we're coming back into that IT band, sciatica stretch here. And even the slightest movement is very effective for this. So even if you're just here rather than fully sat down into the hip, that's totally okay. Turn your body back towards the front and then start to walk your left foot back into the midline. Tuck the toes under, lift the back knee. Here we go, high crescent lunge. Reach your arms up and overhead. Power up through the legs, activate the bum cheeks. Inhale here and exhale, sink those hips down a little bit. Inhale And exhale. We're going to step forward into that chair. So bend the back knee, power up with control, step it forward. Yes, gorgeous. Utkatasana, sit back into your chair pose and hands to heart. We're going to take that twisted prayer on the other side. So bringing right upper arm to left upper thigh. And then pressing into the hands, finding that twist through the abdomen. Bit of a change and drain, rinsing out those organs. One more breath in and out. Start to trace those right toes all the way back into your twisted lunge with as much control as you have. Inhale. And start to bring the hands down. Take a vinyasa. Inhale to lift the chest. And exhale, down dog. Just take a couple of nice deep breaths here. Okay, start to anchor into the left foot, reach the right foot all the way up to the sky. Three-legged dog. As you exhale, bring that knee to nose and then step the foot through. We're coming into a warrior one. So plant the sole of the back left foot down. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Make sure that your hips are facing forward. And exhale, cactus the arms. Pull the elbows down and lift the chest. Inhale, reach the arms all the way back up. And as you exhale, you're going to open out to your warrior two. Okay, so turn both hips over towards the left. You can walk those left back toes back a little bit and then make sure the toes are facing the long edge of the mat. Really bend into that front right knee. Tuck the bum under. Roll the shoulders down the back. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Straighten both legs. Let the arms drop and then you're going to reach the front right arm up and over to stretch backwards. Beautiful, elegant dancer here. And then cartwheel the hands all the way down, turning the legs with you, making sure the back heel is up and take your vinyasa. Inhale. And exhale takes you back to your down dog, straight to the other side, anchor through the right foot, left foot lifts all the way up to the sky. And exhale, knee to nose, and then stepping that left foot through, setting your feet up for warrior one. 45-degree angle with that back right foot. Inhale, lift the arms. And exhale, cactus, lift the chest slightly, lift the chin. Inhale, lift, and exhale, open out to your warrior two. So again, you can widen that stance and really, really bend into this front left knee. Make sure that you're not collapsing in the chest. Sit, sit. Get that body all the way back up. One more inhale. And exhale. Straighten both legs, let the arms drop. Front arm goes all the way up and back. You can look up to the crook of that elbow if that's accessible to you. And then start to cartwheel the arms all the way down, coming to that low runner's lunge and then stepping it back to your vinyasa. Inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, lift the bum. Start to walk the hands towards the feet and the feet towards the hands so you meet in the middle of the mat. And we're going to come down to Malasana, yogi squat, very grounding posture. So I want you to start to just do-si-do, heel toe over feet out, so that they're as wide as the mat with the toes spilling outwards. And then from here, start to bend the knees, start to sit the hips downwards. And then bringing the hands to prayer, and you can use the elbows to make sure that those knees are pushed outwards. Just checking that your knees aren't going way over the toe. You want to protect those bad boys. And just taking a moment here to breathe. Try not to slouch and collapse in. Think of lifting through the chest. And if you find that you are collapsing, maybe you're going to try and come up a little bit higher. One more breath here, tending to those hips. And then walk the fingertips behind. No elegant way to do this. And sit the bum down. Lovely job. Okay, start to take the right leg out long. The left foot comes in towards the groin. Really active through this outstretched foot. And the one that's close to the groin too, but we want a nice flex in this outstretched foot. And then make sure that hips are facing equally over both legs, so they're facing forwards. And then bringing the left arm, the left elbow or the hand to the inside. I've got that wrong. Bringing the right hand, right elbow towards the inside of the leg and reaching up and over with the left arm. Honestly, these lefts and rights, guys, the struggle. Finding that side stretched in the side body. And starting to come all the way back up. And then simply taking that on the other side, so just swapping out those legs. There we go. Wonderful. So same arm as outstretched leg, comes to the inside, either the hand or the elbow, and then reaching up and over with the other arm. Reaching towards those toes, again, really active feet here. And then try and think about opening up through the chest, so rolling the right rib cage backwards. One more breath. And start to come all the way up. Lovely. And then taking both legs out. So really important here that we don't feel like we have to have a certain shape. Crank everything out. No, everybody has their own natural width that their legs want to go to in this position. So just embrace that. Just move back slightly. And then if you struggle to straighten your knees, this little spidery position is totally okay. We're here to stretch out the hips. So whatever version you got is all right. And start to lift through the chest. Make sure you flex those feet, kneecaps are facing up towards the sky. And from here, walking the hands forward. So you may just be walking the hands forward. You may be at a position where you can start to take the elbows down and even the forehead down. So you just work to your level, but no further than you need to. Last breath in here. And start to press all the way up. Walk yourself back in. Give the legs a wobble. And wobble them all the way in. Okay. Bring yourself so you're facing the front of your mat again. Plant the soles of the feet into the ground. Hold the backs of the legs as you start to roll all the way down to your mat, onto your back. Last pose before Shavasana is going to be Happy Baby, a personal favourite of mine. So And making sure that your lower back is flush into the mat here. Flex the feet towards the sky, and then you may actually want to lift the hips up to try to grab the outsides of the feet. And then once you've got them, then take that lower back down as you take the knees down towards the armpits. So we're really opening up through the hips here. If the outsides of the feet isn't accessible to you, you may find the insides of the feet just a little easier, or the outsides of the shins. And from here, you don't have to be still. You can take a nice gentle rock. That can feel really good on the lower back. The aim, though, here is to really pull those knees down towards the armpits in order to open up through the hips. And you can have a play, as happy babies do. Last breath in. And exhale. Let those feet go and let everything go. Start to bring the body out into Shavasana. Letting the ankles drop open, letting the arms drop open. Tuck the chin slightly into the chest. And imagine that somebody's thrown a really heavy, furry blanket over you. So everything just feels heavy and warm and covered, even if it isn't. And I want you to consider, just in this moment, do a body scan. Which parts of your body are in contact with the earth beneath you right now? Literally scanning from head to toe. And once you've done your body scan, just trying to let go of any thoughts, any worries, any anxieties. You can pick them back up if you wish to in a couple of minutes' time. But right now, this is still your time. Okay, start to come back to your breath, come back to the room. Bring some light movement into your fingers, into your toes, maybe into your neck and your head. Then in your own time, start to roll onto one side of the body into a fetal position, using the bottom arm as a pillow. And then push yourself up to a cross-legged seated position. just as we started, coming full circle. Roll the shoulders back down the body and take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And another. And one more. I thank you so much for your time. At the time of this video going out, the UK is going into a second lockdown, and all I ask is that every day you take a moment to tend to you, and all will be okay. Namaste.